My name is Michael Lozoya. I grew up in a home of drug addicts and alcoholics. And I always told myself I was never going to be that way. And I remember going home one day and my dad was like, "Where you been at? I need your help with the trucks. Get over here and change these tires. Put on some more dirty clothes. I need this transmission changed." I'm only 13 years old. So I started partying. I started partying hard. My dad was okay with that. So that's what we did. We partied. Every weekend we partied, we smoked weed, do coke. But summer came around, I went back to my hometown, met baby mama. It's like, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna make it? The job I had wasn't really making much. And her brothers always came to me with an opportunity to go to Mexico and cross drugs. I said, no, I know the risk. I don't wanna lose my family. And then my baby mama, she was like, do it, we need the money. My father had passed away. We needed stuff for the house. Kids needed clothes for school. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And when I finally crossed, they were waiting for me. And my heart was beating, never been in really trouble. I was scared. I was really scared. And they said, yep, this is the truck we're waiting for. Right there and then, I knew it was like, all I thought about was my kids, my girlfriend. Life is over. I remember going to the shower and crying, punching the wall until my fists were bleeding. Now I remember Jesus. I knew of him, but I didn't know what he can do for me. I never really felt him in my life because I was always partying. I was always in myself. Then I remember one night, a verse came to me in my sleep, Luke 21 verses 14 and 15. For thou should not worry for what thou wilt say, for I will give you the mind and mouth of wisdom to astonish all your adversaries. I went back to my holding cell and I started praying. I just asked God, just give me the words, Lord. And then I went out and the judge called me up and said, do you have anything to say? And I just spoke. I just spoke from my heart and I just let the Spirit lead me. Well, I went from 145 months to 79 months to 69 months. And then at final sentencing, I got 2 years. And I only think only got that through God. He gave me the words to speak. So I did my time, got out, and I had a 3 years probation. I was doing good, but then my baby mama took my kids from me. I didn't see them for about a year. And I started using drugs again, I totally forgot about God. I just put him to the side and started living for myself once again. And then I got locked back up. I remember being in county jail and a Bible was given to me. I said, I put it down, I put it on my desk and I said, I'm not gonna touch that Bible until I'm serious about it. And then just one day, a guy across from the cell from me, he says, hey, do you read the Bible? And I was like, no, I haven't read it in a while. I really don't feel God in me. I really don't feel he's with me. And he starts talking to me about God, He started telling me about his life story. Well, I remember a couple days later, I remember picking up my Bible and praying and asking God to just lead me. Well, at that moment, I knew that God was speaking to me because I picked it up and I've been running with it ever since. Well, that day, I remember that altar call. I stood up and I was the only one there that stood up. I went up there and just bowed and said, I'm tired, Lord. My life is yours. Do what you want. And it was at that moment that everything that I saw, everything I heard, it was different. It was brighter. It was more joyful, My favorite chair to sit in, Jesus just came in and said, you know what, this chair's gone. From now on, you're just gonna be on your knees. I want you to serve me. I want you to serve me and only me. Forget the drugs, forget the loneliness, forget the depression. I am all you need. I felt a peace within me that I've never felt before. It's like I felt free. I know a lot of people say prison saved my life. You know, and I can actually say prison help saved my life. Jesus is the one that saved my life. You know, if it wasn't for me going to prison, I wouldn't have had this relationship with Jesus. I thank God for opening that door and letting me go to prison. You know, it was truly a blessing. I remember I got baptized on May 12th, 2019. And I've been running with it ever since.